and it's called the scissor sweep. So usually when I'm in closed guard, I'm trying to control my opponent's posture, but they're gonna posture up eventually, and that's okay, right? So what I'm looking to do is I'm looking to establish two grips. All right, I prefer the inside collar over here, the same side as the arm that I'm gonna grab, but some people prefer to grab over here. I just like this for the purposes of the sweep because the lapel will help it works in my benefit. So I grab here. I like to grab around the collarbone. I don't need to get too high up because that's starting to hit collar chokes, and I'm not really looking into that. I'm using this more to control his posture here, bring him in, and just have a grip on him. Now, my other hand is gonna grab Levi's, his sleeve. So a lot of times what I'll do is, it depends on what you want. If you're gonna grab below the elbow, you can grab the sleeve here and you can bring it in a little bit to make it tighter. Usually I'm pretty sloppy, and I like the McMahon grip, which is by the back of the tricep. There's a seam on the gi that you can use, and you can hold that here. All right. So this is for the gi variation. Now a lot of you guys don't have gis right now, so we're going to be doing the no gi variation. So the no gi variation is going to be a collar tie. So I'll be on the back of Levi's head, the back of his neck, right? And I like to keep my elbow close to him, right? Because it helps. It's just another kind of point of contact, and it helps me control him. And then my hand, instead of grabbing the gi itself, I'm just gonna grab the back of the tricep. All right, so that would be.
Take this off so you can see.
Okay, cool. You're gonna put it right back on, so
okay,
that's okay. Jiu-jitsu guys. So we're here, so it'll be just the back of the tricep right here. I'll get that gi back on. You see, man.
I thought you were gonna finish it out.
Yeah, but I want to show them the gi because it's really cool in the gi.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's all good, guys. Yeah. All right. So it's called a scissor sweep because I'm gonna be moving my legs like a scissor. Okay. So I'm here, boom. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open up my guard, all right, and I'm gonna shift. I'm gonna do a shrimp. That's right. You know when we warm up, first move we do shrimp. This is why. All right. Now, one thing is this. I'm gonna use a shin shield, but what I'm really doing is this. It's not all the way up and it's not all the way down. It's at a 45 and it's strong. So I'm using his lapel to pull in, and I'm bracing him with my knee. So. Yeah, if you guys can hear that, all Levi's breath just escaped him. This is a good feeling for me, all right? So I'm here, all right? And when I'm ready, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring him up on me, but before that, this other leg is gonna find the ground. But I don't wanna spend a lot of time there because if I just lay it here, Levi's gonna start passing my guard, right? He'd probably go the other way because my knee is down, but it's all good. He could also go that way. So we're here, right? Now what I wanna do is I'm gonna use this grip to load him onto this leg. I'm gonna make him light on his hips, all right? And he's here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna extend this leg, and notice how my foot is cupping his hip. That's super important. I'm gonna extend this leg as I bring this bottom leg that way. So I'm here, and I'm gonna just sweep him, and I'm gonna come to full mount, all right? And so for full mount, just for the purposes right now, I want you to come here. I want you to kind of hook your legs under your opponent's upper hamstrings, and I want you to kind of hip in like you're skydiving, all right? You don't have to do this motion, but just stay low, all right? Because eventually we'll move on to arm bars, cross collar chokes, everything like that, okay? So, I'll show it again. So I'm here, grab the sleeve or grab the lapel. And the cool thing about this is if Levi's got a grip on my belt, I'm not too worried about it because what I need is this grip here, right? Because the power of the sweep it's not reduced from his grip over here. So I'm here, I shrimp, I have this at a 45-degree angle, boom. I'm here, and now the key point about this sweep is the fact that I'm loading Levi onto me, all right? So right now, if you look at his hips are low. If I just try to scissor sweep him here, it's not gonna work, right? Because he's heavy there. The second that I load him up here, and then I hit that sweep, much easier, okay? Now, a lot of times, you're gonna be going against guys and girls that are bigger than you, right? So what I'll do a lot of times is I get there, right? I will come and I'll sit up a little bit, and I get my grips, and I get my knee here. And what I'll actually do is I'll keep all this tight, and I'll sit back, and they come with me, they come flying with me, right? So that's one way to kind of negate that, the disbalance and weight. So one more time. So I'm here. I got my closed guard, establishing my grips here. I like the back of the tricep. If you guys feel more comfortable here, you can do that too, all right? I'm here, open up my guard, shrimp, bring this knee across, the knee that'll be doing the pushing, bring it across, and I keep it strong. I don't want it down this way because then Levi will smash and he'll literally go that way, like he showed. And I don't want it too wide because, well, you get triangle there, bro. Yeah. But I don't want to get too wide because then I don't have this sweep here, right? So at a nice 45, and I'm pushing with my knee as I'm pulling with my lapel. All right, boom, got this. And when I move this down, and then when I'm ready, I load him up and I sweep. All right, and I get in a good mount position here. For the no-gi guys. It's a little bit more tricky in no-gi just because things are usually a little bit more slippery. But if you get a good tight grip and you hit it, it's sweet. All right, so I'm here, boom, shrimp, here, load, and I'm here. All right. This is like my favorite sweep because the thing is, like, if I can't hit it, like I'm just in the shin shield position. Like they can't, like they're not passing, they're not doing anything. I can still maintain control. If I want, I can close my guard back up again. So yeah, that's why I really like that. Are there any questions? Yeah.
Can you show again how you do it if bigger than you? Like,
Hold up. Can you speak a little louder?
yeah, can you like show again if the opponent is bigger than you?
Yeah.
You're sitting up and people.
Yeah. Hey, number 2 in. I know. All right, cool. So if Levi's like, you know, really shooting the things and he's getting roided up, you know, he's getting big, and I'm like, oh man, so he's got like 50-pound weight advantage on me, right? So I'm here, open my guard. So it's a lot of it is using my frames properly, right? So I'm here. This, like, I want to keep this where it's at because if I fall down and I extend my arm, I'm not gonna load him up onto me, right? So this has to stay super tight. So I'm here. I like to keep my elbow, you know, kind of on their chest, like on their upper ribs, and I'm here, right? And it's kind of like a crunch. So my body is crunched right now, and when I fall back, I want it to remain crunched, and I want to bring him up on top of me.
Because my first instinct is to push him down.
Exactly.
That's my first instinct.
Yeah. And so I want to make sure that I bring him with me. So I'm here, boom, and I come here, and I hit that. So even you might have seen it right there. Like when I was coming down, my grip got a little looser. Right, that's gonna happen just because, you know, the way that I'm moving. But I really want to bring him in, load him up like this, and then hit that. And that's all. It's all in that frame. Yeah. Any other questions?
Can you show it in real time?
Oh, hell yeah, show it in time. And I like it because it's so fast, you know. And like sometimes, like I like really elevate a guy, and so when they fall, they're like falling from here, and it's like. Oh, it's like,
one thing that like you guys said, you want to load them. I'm using my knee. I'm not just coming here. I'm not bodying it. I'm using my knee, my whole body to bring them in. Kick over. Keep my grips, and I come up. Just want to reiterate that.
yeah.
So if your foot is on the floor, are you like kicking it sideways, like as you sleep?
It's a good question. So this foot, it's literally like I'm loading him here, and then this one kind of just sweeps like that as I kick with this one. So like without Levi. So I'm here, boom. I'm shrimping, right? I got this, and I load him, and then I'm, because it's a scissor sweep. Because my legs are like scissors. You guys ever use scissors? You know, right? Cool.
And you're turning over.
And I am turning over at the same time. Yeah. Any other questions? Yeah.
Sometimes when I'm trying to scissor sweep, that people like base their legs really far back.
All right, so the thing is we can't skip the foreplay. So there's a sweep that's gonna be exactly for that. It's what we're gonna do next. It's the push sweep. So there's the scissor sweep and the push sweep, and they go kind of together. So yeah. We good? All right, 1, 2, 3.
Can I use you as my partner?
His other arm, Levi's other arm is gonna be like over my leg, right? But when I'm focusing on the triangle, what I'm gonna do is I have my same grip setup, but what I'm gonna do is this kind of shin, like I'm gonna have a super high, stupid high like shin shield, all right? Like this, like I could potentially hit the scissor sweep off of this, but I want the real goodies, which is why I'm gonna go for the triangle, right? So I'm here, right? And the cool thing is I'm trapping his arms. And you can already tell, like when we talk about triangles, you want to isolate one arm out, one arm in, right? So this arm is already in and this arm is out. If you can't see yet, that's okay. So what I do is I'm here, and what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna straighten this leg out, and I'm gonna just come here, and I'll shoot my hips up, all right? And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll post my foot on my opponent's hip, and that helps me elevate my hips, right? Because to get a triangle, I think about it like you're basically, you're throat punching your opponent with your butthole, all right? It's a super graphic description, but it gets the job done, all right? I know this because I triangle people, all right? Usually don't think about that, but just so you know. So I'm here, and now basically I've got the triangle. I lock up, boom, all right? First things first is I like to get this arm across, but I'm immediately grabbing my shin, all right? It's super important because if Levi tries to posture up, right, this is helping me. If I don't have my shin and he tries to posture up, he's got all this, I don't have that additional kind of clamp, right? So I'm here, I have this frame, and when I hit my triangle, I try to think that I want my shin to be perpendicular to the back of Levi's neck. If this is Levi's neck, then my shin should be like this, all right? And I do that here, so I'm here, keep a tight pinch with my thighs, so I'm trapping his shoulder, but I keep this arm in here too to break down his posture, and what I do is I use this foot, and I put it on Levi's hip, and I use it to cut the angle, right? So I'm here, and I'm turning the angle. And if I need to, I underhook the arm. I like to underhook the leg because then I can potentially go to a mounted triangle if needed, but also I just feel like I can get a better angle change on that. So I'm here, and when I'm ready, I just squeeze, my legs, and I got the tap. So, from the scissor sweep setup. I'm here, got my closed guard, I established my grips. I like one on the one arm on the lapel, think about my knuckles on the collarbone, and then the other hand back of the tricep. I think this is called like the McMahon grip. So I'm here, I open up my guard, like I'm gonna hit the scissor sweep. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then I'm like, you know what? I don't feel like I wanna hit the scissor sweep. So luckily enough, I've already my shin is in front of Levi's other arm, all right? It's here. And then when I'm ready, I just bring this up here and I pull him into me, all right? That's a super important detail, that I'm using these grips to break his posture down as I shoot my hips up. I'm here, and in this instance, his arm already came across. If it was not across, I would elevate my hips and bring it across, all right? There are also omoplata options off of here. We kind of discussed those at the seminar the other day, if you guys weren't there. Badass seminar. So yeah, so I'm here, grab my shin, keep everything tight to me, use this foot, put it in Levi's hip, wrench it. I want my shin to be perpendicular to the back of Levi's head. As I'm your toes. And my toes. Yeah, so I'll flex them, yeah. And then, so I'm here, and then notice that I'm grabbing the shin, not the ankle, because if Levi postures in some weird world, I could potentially ankle lock myself, which is really stupid. Like, I don't want to do that. Like, I don't want to ankle lock myself while I'm triangling my opponent. Not a good look, all right? So I'm here, boom. If I need to, I underhook the arm, and I come here, all right? And now, when I do this, I'm gonna flare my toes, all right? But the key is I'm gonna pinch my knees together, all right? Right here. All right, one more time, just for kicks. So I'm here. I got my grips, the lapel. Think about it, I'm punching him in the collarbone, and I got my other hand on the back of his tricep. If it's no gi, collar tie, grabbing the tricep. I also hit this in no gi like all the time, and it's actually I find it a little bit easier just because everything's a little bit more slippery. So there's that. So I'm here. When I'm ready, open up my guard. I shrimp. I'm here. I'm like, oh, maybe I'm not feeling the scissor sweep. Maybe I try to play with the triangle, see how far I can get. So I'm here, and when I'm ready, I elevate my hips as I use these grips to pull them into me. Boom, and I'm here. Foot is on the hip. Transfer this arm over. Immediately grab the shin. Sometimes if my opponent's really posturing up, I will grab the shin first, all right? It's all dependent on what my opponent does. If my opponent is not initially posturing up and not defending, I can afford to move the arm over. If they are defending, I have to control their posture, all right? So I'm here, right? I'm here, and say I don't want to move his arm yet. So I'm here, and I cut the angle, and I lock up. So right now it's pretty tight, but there's this gap right here because Levi's arm is all the way out here. Now, if I'm feeling really gnarly, I could potentially Kimura it. I could hit, there's some really cool inverted arm bars here. There's some really cool stuff here. We'll get into it later. But for now, elevate my hips, bring this across, bring him into me, grab my shin again, underhook on the arm or the leg, depending on what you want to do. So basically this gap between my legs I'm making it smaller. So I squeeze my legs, my knees together, and I kind of like, I flare my toes out, all right? And so that's a really good triangle to just hit off of that scissor sweep. And the cool thing is like, if your scissor sweep initially fails, you're still in that like shin shield position. So you can always try to attempt that triangle from there. So, are there any questions?
Yeah, I've got one.
Yeah.
Who invented this? Some like badass prodigy of combat, or
Dude, I guess so, man. But they passed it down to me, so, and I'm gonna pass it to
playing with
you guys.
scissors one day, he's like, wait a second.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah, okay.
Any other questions? Yeah.
Are you sure the triangle setup with no gi?
Yeah, of course. So it's the same concept. We could, you know, we go in.
Get down with it.
Yeah.
I hate people that wear like no gi with their belt.
Their belt, bro. I mean, dude, you know, you do what you want to do, you know.
Get off me.
Yeah. So the setup is the same, except for that initial like, I'm here, right? Back of the tricep, collar tie, all right? And here, just because no-gi's a little bit more slippery, I will want to initially have a little bit more control. So I will try to control their posture a little bit more. So I'm here, open up, I'm here, boom. I'll play here, whatever, right? I get this, the shin in front of their arm, and I try to do it however I can. If their arm is out here, a lot of times what I'll do is I'll actually shrimp a little bit, make some space, and then I'll kind of bring my knee in, right? Whatever basically works. That's how I like to do it. A lot of times it'll just naturally happen just because I'm playing the shin shield like this, right? And so I'm here, and then immediately shoot my leg across their neck, shoot my hips up, and bring them down into me. So I'm here, boom, all right? I'm keeping this tight, I'm grabbing my shin, all right? Because I'm here and I feel Levi's kind of threatening his posture. So I'm here and I'm keeping everything tight and controlled. This foot still goes in the hip to cut the angle, because I want my shin perpendicular to the back of Levi's neck, all right? So I'm here, I lock up, elevate my hips, bring this across, come immediately back down. There is a really sick arm bar here if you want. You'd have to slide them. Trust me, it's really fun. So we're here. I underhook this. If I need to, I open up, but I still stay tight so I can get that angle a little bit more. Squeeze my knees together, flare my toes up, get the tab. Good? It's very similar to the gi version. So yeah. Are there any other questions?
Can you show it in real time?
Real time. I mean, it's literally just shooting a triangle on, dude. You know what I'm saying? So I'm here. And like, notice there, like, just because I was a little bit faster, like my shin shield, I didn't really need to use it because I felt the control with my collar tie and my tricep grip. So I just literally just threw the triangle up there. So yeah. Any other questions? No? All right. Get with your partners, give it a try, guys. 1, 2, 3.